Hello everyone. I'm not in Merritt anymore. Super glad to be almost at the end of my second week of being back home. I'm hoping my family's glad that I'm back home as well as we figure out this whole self-isolating thing. Anyways, I just want to say thank you. When I talked to you last time from Merritt, I talked to you about the idea that hopefully our students would look back on this and say this was a way that we reflected the community of Jesus by coming together. And I think we've done that. I'm super excited about how well we've pulled together a Surrey Christian School community to take care of each other in this time, this weird time. Right now, we've got about 100 students who are on tuition relief of some sort, and we have families who are donating whose jobs have not been affected to help offset the cost of the school, and we're doing this together. And I think this is a formative experience for our children, that in the midst of all this crisis, no one was abandoned, but we were cared for. I hope it's something they remember through their adult lives and something that shapes them. If you still want to donate, please do that. You can do that on the website. And if your work is changing, please don't hesitate to contact the school regarding tuition relief. I also want to recognize that school is happening, sort of, that learning is happening, that now we're just past the 1 week mark of learning, and I've seen evidence from teachers sending up learning plans to principals that I get to look at, that there's good things happening. Those things are consistent with our mission statement about educating for wholeness, that our deep hope, that our through lines are there, that we're trying to make sure we continue to form our students in the way of Jesus. And I know that a number of you are flourishing in this environment. I also know that for some of you, this is really hard. And I want to tell you as parents to relieve that pressure from yourself, to do what you can, because the learning that's going to happen now is not more important than your family staying together. So take the pressure off, pick and choose what you can do the best you can. You may have interruptions from your children being children, like we're kind of having right now with our 2-year-old. I want you to roll with it and make the best of it and realize that your family is first, and the learning is to help your family be successful and your children be successful.
Leah, stop. Leah, please, go play.
We're trying to get Ilya to stop interrupting the camera. Probably what's happening in your home on a daily basis. It's perfect. I also want you to know that we're not just launching this and hoping for the best. We want to get feedback loops. So the end of next week, your teachers are going to send you a survey to ask you how it's going. A few questions to get a sense of, is it too much work? Is it too little work? Is the kind of work useful and helpful? That you can respond to them. We want to keep changing on the fly and improving and figuring this out. Realize that when we start a school year in September, at the end of the first week of September, we don't have it perfectly figured out yet. So we're kind of in that space again in a weird time in April. I also want to talk to you a bit about the fact that I'm by this beautiful flower, and it reminds me of the reality that Easter is coming. I love Easter because I love the spring of life, and I love that the flowers remind us of the newness of life. This year, for the Lent season, I participated personally by giving up something I hold dear to myself in order to identify somewhat with the idea of waiting in preparation for the coming of Easter. That, combined with this whole COVID thing, has kind of made Lent a bit of a weird, challenging time. But I'm hoping that as a metaphor and as literal, you see Easter as a sign of hope for you. In the metaphorical way, that good is coming, that the end is not here, that in the end all will be well. If all is not well, it is not the end. And right now we might be in the Friday of a season of our lives, but Sunday, the Easter of Sunday, the resurrection is coming. I hope that hope is something that you can hold on to in the midst of this time. And then literally, that our hope, even more importantly, in a literal sense, is in Christ and the resurrection, and that's where we place our hope. So I hope that this weekend, as you go into Easter, and you're maybe challenged with the season of COVID in your life, that the celebration of Easter, that the flowers and the beauty and the brightness of the resurrection all draw you into a new place in your relationship with Jesus, that gives you new hope to step out with confidence in Him and trust in Him, that He loves you and is patient with you as together we walk this journey. So bless you, have a great Easter weekend, and we'll be in touch soon. Thank you.